Real Ghost Chronicles, where the paranormal comes to life. Today, we delve into a fascinating and often eerie topic: ghostly guardians, spirits that protect their homes. Throughout history, across cultures, and in our very own neighborhoods, there are stories of spirits who watch over their earthly abodes, acting as guardians to those who dwell within their walls. These ghostly figures, far from being mere harbingers of fear, often embody comfort, safety, and protection. The concept of protective spirits is not new. Many cultures have long believed in the existence of guardians that keep their homes safe from malevolent forces. In ancient Rome, for instance, household gods known as Lares were venerated. Families would create small shrines to honor these spirits, who were believed to protect not only the home, but also the family's well-being. Over time, these beliefs have persisted, evolving into the modern ghost stories we share today. One of the most compelling aspects of these ghostly guardians is their personal connection to the families they protect. Stories abound of spirits who have lingered in homes, bound by love or unresolved issues. In some cases, these spirits are the deceased family members who, in life, cultivated a deep attachment to the home. Their presence is often felt during times of distress or uncertainty, providing comfort to those who remain. Take, for example, the tale of the Brown family in a small town in New England. The Browns moved into a centuries-old Victorian house, unaware of the history that lay within its walls. Shortly after settling in, they began to experience a series of unexplainable events. Objects would be moved, shadows would flit across rooms, and occasionally they would hear soft whispering in the hallways. Despite the initial fear, they soon discovered that the spirit haunting their home was that of an elderly woman named Agnes, who had once lived there. As the family learned more about Agnes, they uncovered that she had been a nurturing figure in the lives of her own family. It became apparent that Agnes had taken a liking to the Browns and was watching over them. They felt her presence particularly during times of stress, when one of the children was sick or when financial troubles arose. The family would sense her comforting energy. They reported feeling a warm presence enveloping them, almost as if she were wrapping them in a protective embrace. This connection to Agnes transformed their fear into gratitude, and they began to leave small offerings, like flowers or notes, in her memory. Another poignant example comes from the bustling streets of Tokyo, where the concept of kami spirits that inhabit natural elements plays a significant role in protecting homes. Many residents place small Shinto shrines in their homes, honoring these spirits to ensure prosperity and safety. One family shared their story of a protective spirit they named Haru, who they believed had saved them from a devastating fire. After a near miss when their kitchen caught fire one evening, they found a charred piece of paper on the floor with a warning scribbled on it that they knew had not been there before. They interpreted this as a sign from Haru, a message that alerted them just in time to avert disaster. Since that incident, they have reported feeling an undeniable presence in their home, especially during stormy nights as if Haru were there, keeping them safe. In various cultures, the idea of ancestral spirits guarding the home is prevalent. In many indigenous cultures, ancestors are believed to watch over their descendants, ensuring their safety and well-being. This idea fosters a deep respect for the home and the land, as families create spaces that honor their lineage. Many indigenous families recount experiences where they have felt the guiding presence of their ancestors during challenging times, reinforcing the belief that these spirits play an integral role in their lives. However, protective spirits are not exclusively benevolent. Some stories involve spirits that may appear frightening, yet their intentions are rooted in safeguarding their territory. In Ireland, tales of the Banshee are well known. While she is often depicted as a harbinger of death, some versions of the legend suggest that her wailing acts as a warning to protect the family from impending doom. The Banshee is thought to guard specific families, ensuring they are forewarned of dangers that lie ahead, thus fulfilling her role as a guardian in a rather unconventional manner. Throughout history, many have reported encounters with ghostly guardians, often describing a feeling of being watched over or protected during particularly vulnerable moments. One such account comes from a couple who had just welcomed their first child. They moved into an old farmhouse and immediately felt a presence in the nursery. As they adjusted to their new life, they began to notice strange occurrences. The mobile hanging above the crib would spin on its own, and the air would feel warmer when they were near the baby. They were initially unsettled, but later learned that the previous owners had lost a child in that very room. It seemed that the spirit of the child lingered, creating a watchful presence over the new life in the nursery. The couple grew to appreciate this guardian spirit, believing it brought them peace of mind as they navigated parenthood. In more contemporary settings, ghostly guardians have also been documented in urban environments, where the hustle and bustle of city life contrasts sharply with the haunting stories of the past. In a high-rise apartment building in Chicago, residents began reporting strange noises and flickering lights. Initially dismissed as mere electrical issues, it soon became clear that a spirit was at work. The maintenance team discovered an old ledger that detailed a tragic event from decades prior, where a resident had perished in an accident. Rather than causing chaos, this spirit seemed to offer protection to current tenants. Numerous residents claimed to feel a sense of calm during thunderstorms, or when they found themselves in challenging situations, often attributing this feeling to the spirit's watchful gaze. These experiences raise intriguing questions about the nature of spirits and their intentions. Are they tied to the physical space, or do they form connections with the people who inhabit these spaces? One theory suggests that emotions play a vital role in how spirits manifest. When a home is filled with love, laughter, and positive energy, it may attract benevolent spirits. Conversely, homes that have experienced trauma or negative emotions may harbor restless spirits, seeking closure or comfort. Several paranormal investigators have explored these dynamics, often documenting their findings through EVPs or electronic voice phenomena. Some investigators report capturing messages from spirits that indicate their desire to protect those who reside in their homes. These recordings often contain heartfelt messages, revealing a deep connection between the spirit and the living. In addition to personal accounts, various cultures have rituals designed to invite protective spirits into the home. In some regions of Mexico, the Day of the Dead is celebrated with altars dedicated to deceased loved ones. Families create these memorials to honor their ancestors, believing that their spirits return to protect and guide them during this time. The vibrant celebrations, filled with food, music, and remembrance, create an atmosphere where spirits are welcomed and celebrated. As we reflect on these stories, it's essential to consider the role of belief in shaping our experiences with ghostly guardians. Whether through cultural practices or personal encounters, the belief in protective spirits often provides comfort and solace. It can help individuals cope with loss, uncertainty, and the unknown, reinforcing the idea that we are never truly alone. In closing, the tales of ghostly guardians remind us of the enduring connections we share with those who came before us. These spirits, whether they are ancestors, former residents, or protective entities, serve as a reminder that love and care transcend the boundaries of life and death. They watch over us, guiding and guarding our homes, ensuring that we feel safe and protected in our daily lives. As we navigate the complexities of modern existence, these stories offer a glimpse into the unseen forces that may be at work, reminding us to honor and cherish the bonds we share with both the living and the departed. So, as you go about your daily life, take a moment to reflect on the space you inhabit. You may find that, just like the many families we've discussed today, you too have a ghostly guardian watching over you, providing protection, comfort, and an everlasting connection to the past. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the world of ghostly guardians. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring the mysteries that lie beyond our understanding.